Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Oh, I just busted my kneecap. So, today's video is pretty much just me doing like a life update, and then I'm just happening to be getting ready like while I'm doing it. That way it's something to do while I'm talking. I pretty much have had the same makeup routine since I was like 14, so I have an updated everyday makeup routine on my channel, so if you guys are just interested in what I'm putting on my face, then I'll link that video down below. My eyes are so red, and it's because I've been using a lash serum. This is the 4 Lash. Anytime I've ever used like an eyelash growth serum, my eyes turn so red, and so I used it last night, and now my eyes are like, they don't hurt, they just like look super red now. I don't know, short lashes, normal eyeballs, flaming red eyeballs, gorgeous lashes, it's opportunity cost. Okay, so I just want to, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, then you wouldn't know. Oh. So on Instagram, I just asked you guys, I said, filming a life update, anything you want to know specifically, college, future plans, life currently, etc. Etc. is such a weird word. Yeah, just kind of almost like a catch-up moment. So I'm actually really interested in hearing what's going on in your lives. So like, if you have anything like major happening in your life right now, comment it down below. We can have a little discussion in the comments. I really like that about the video. I filmed a video and it was get ready with me for a date with a cute boy, and I loved that video because of the community it felt like on the comment section. So many of you guys were commenting like your worst first date stories. They were so fun to read. They were so fun to like talk back to and just talk with you guys. So like, I'd love to have another atmosphere like that on this video. So just comment what's going on in your life and we can just give each other advice or hype each other up or whatever it may be. So I'd love to hear that. I'm just gonna start reading some of these questions. When it came to high school, I knew that I wanted to finish early and then attend a trade school where I can learn how to become like a nail technician. So I pretty much set up at the beginning of the school year a meeting with my counselor, and I was like, yo, how can I get out of high school early and become like a nail tech? We got it all set up, got it all figured out, and now I start my nail technician classes on the 19th of January, and I'm expected to finish in May. I think I have the ability to finish sooner if I like double up my hours. I'm just gonna learn how to do nail tech. I've always wanted to learn how to do it. I'm not even really gonna do it as a job or a career, but I think it'll just be a fun side hobby. I've always wanted to know how to do it, and ever since the 5th grade when I would watch Cute Polish's channel every single day, literally like I'm such an OG fan of her. I was so like, when she did her face, if so any of you guys that know Cute Polish, like when she did her face reveal, like my mind was blown. Anyway, I always painted my nails growing up. I've always wanted to know how to do it, and now this is just me kind of like fulfilling that dream and fulfilling that desire. So really crazy. I'm super excited also just have like a change of pace and to leave the high school and just pursue something else, and it feels good, it feels right, and I am so stoked. I'm literally so excited. So the next question is, how are you doing? And honestly, I feel like I'm doing so well. Like I feel so at peace and I feel so grateful for my life right now. I'm always grateful, but like especially as of now, especially just the country's so crazy right now, and I'm just really grateful that at the end of the day I'm able to come back to a family like filled with support and with love and like such a safe haven. And I know that's not something everyone has access to. Even if my channel is a form of like comfort for someone, like that brings me so much happiness too, knowing that I'm able to have that ability to do that and to connect with you guys. I'm doing great. I'm doing very well. I'm grateful for my family and for the friends that I'm making and the new opportunities and experiences that I'm having in my life currently, and I feel really optimistic, and I'm grateful for that because that's something that happiness is not something that just comes. Like it's definitely got to work for it. Today I was watching an Instagram story, and it's actually on my church's Instagram story, but the guy that was speaking, he's like, happiness is a muscle, and he's like, it's something you got to exercise and work out like every single day. I 100% agree with that. I worked out this morning and I felt great. I haven't done that in a while. I've said this in every single makeup video I've ever done, but I'm so bad at talking and doing something else because I just multitasking, like I can multitask, but I can't if it involves talking and doing something else. Mentally, like my brain is either dedicated to the words I'm saying or to what I'm doing. So it's just not good. But I'm just applying concealer right now. Why my eyes look so bloodshot. Also, I've been using Curology. Like I've been using Curology for the past like, I think I got it 2 years ago, and I've always loved it, but I was, for a hot minute there, I wasn't doing any skincare routine for like probably 2 months, and I feel like that kind of wrecked my skin. So I'm starting to use Curology like up again and trying to actually become consistent with my routine again, but like right now it's not good. Update on your beautiful cello playing goals for music in 2021. So for those of you that didn't know, I got a cello for Christmas. I bought myself a cello. Well, I rented a cello. My goal for 2021 is I want to be able to play either the Carnival of the Animals. Yo-Yo Ma covers the song. I don't know who it's originally by though. Want to either be able to play that, or there's another song called like Boissoir. I don't even know the name. It's in my like relaxed music playlist, so if you go to my Spotify you can see all the cello music, but my goal is pretty much be able to play that by the end of 2021. I'm currently taking lessons like virtually, just online once a week, and that's been helping so much, and yeah, I just tried playing like at least for like 10 minutes a day and just starting with that, taking it one day at a time and just enjoying it. It's honestly so fun and such like a nice thing. It's a nice time passer besides my phone. So many of you guys are asking about that boy that I went on that date with. So with that, this is the update. I filmed that Get Ready With Me. That was my first date with him. We went and got ice cream. It was super fun. I was so nervous, but ended up being like a really good time. And then that was like halfway through my trip at St. George. And I got another text from him after that date. And he asked me out on a second date. So we went on this hike and ended up being like literally like a 5-hour hike. It was very long, but it was super fun and it was a really good time. And it was just like, had really good conversations with him. That was literally that. I left and I came back home up to northern Utah, and then he left on his mission. He's serving an LDS mission. So he left actually back in December. So he's gone for the next 2 years serving in a foreign country. So that's like the update on that. It's kind of anticlimactic, but we did go on a second date. He was a super nice guy. It was just a really fun, wholesome experience, and like that was that. Sorry if you guys are like disappointed. You wanted to hear like a marriage proposal, but no, that did not happen. I'm on his emailing list now for like his mission, so I get like his weekly emails, and like I'll probably write him like a few times for fun, but like that's that. It's funny because I feel like on my channel, if I even like mention any boy's name, they're like, who's this? And I'm like, my cousin. Literally, that's kind of weird. We used to do like, when I say we, I mean I used to do like doing my boyfriend's makeup, and it was my cousin, and I did it like with like different cousins I had, and it's honest, that was so weird, but like it was totally a joke, but like it was kind of weird. And well, okay, then everyone keeps on asking if I have a boyfriend, and the answer to that is no, but I will say I know, but in part in
part what?
Well, in part because it's like I can't really have any boyfriends right now, because any boy that's like I'm interested in, he's gonna leave on a mission. They are gonna leave on a mission like so soon, and so it's like there's no point in like being like, yeah, it's my boyfriend. But just being in LDS, like especially being, I'm so young too, I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's just none of your business, okay? Me filming a video about like everything, it's none of your business. That's the entire video. How does your hair look so good? My ends are so thin. It has been a long journey, and it's not over yet. But I honestly was kind of wanting to film a hair care routine, but I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. So let me know, because I will totally like film that if you guys want. But so yeah. Are you gonna stay in Utah when you move out? And yes, I will. I couldn't really imagine myself living anywhere that far from home. Like when I'm moving out, like I'm gonna still be like 15 minutes away from home. So I'm gonna be here at my house all the time. It's really not gonna be that big of a deal. So have you seen your clothing and makeup style change at all as you've gotten older? Yes and no. Honestly, like obviously my style is gonna be different from when I was 12, but like overall I feel like I haven't like drastically changed. Even if you watch like my videos from 2015 when we first started, it gets a little bit more awkward than on camera, but like my humor is pretty much the same. Like anytime I get a Snapchat memory, you know, it's like 5 years ago today, I'm like, my humor is still the exact same. I feel like I've definitely evolved and grown, like mature and like maturity wise, but like humor and personality, like I'm virtually the same as I was when I was 13. So like, which is totally fine. And it's totally fine that burps and farts still like make me laugh, but like that really hasn't evolved. And as far as my fashion sense, like yeah, it's changed, but nothing like, oh my gosh, yeah, I was emo when I was 12 and now I'm like some soft e-girl aside. Like, wait, isn't that the same thing? What I'm saying is like, no, nothing like drastic, but I feel like I used to wear a lot more makeup when I was younger, but not as much anymore. Okay, so next topic of discussion is losing friends, I've never categorized myself as lonely. I've never felt lonely before. That's something I'm grateful for, but like I've never been like, oh, I'm lonely. Like I've been like, yeah, I don't have friends, but I don't ever feel lonely. I have Jesus, I have my family. Like I don't think I've ever found my validation through friends, or my joy has been dependent upon friends. There's been times in my lives when I'm like, they're heavily involved in my happiness, but I'm not dependent upon them, if that makes sense. But anyway, so currently with friends and friendships, I have been going through, like in my own personal life, a lot of changes in terms of friends where I've been either growing apart from ones that I used to have, or I've been reconnecting old friendships, and it's been interesting. It's taught me a lot lot, and for that I wouldn't want to change anything. But like, to be a bit more specific, like I had one friend that I was super close with for like years, and within the past like 3 months just things have like almost done a 180, and like it's odd to me how quickly something can like dissipate just because of a lack of communication. And it came to a point where it was almost like it wasn't worth it to me to communicate anymore. Like the friendship wasn't worth it to me. I didn't want to continue the friendship in the way that it was, so I didn't want to communicate about it anymore, and neither did the other friends. So it just kind of was this mutual like slowly stop talking, really slowly stop hanging out. And like it's been interesting because it's, if I would have told myself back in July like where I would be now in January, like I would be shocked. I'd be like no way. Like, but as of right now, like it feels completely normal and it feels completely right, and like it's just two people growing apart and going on separate ways. And there's been more friends I've grown apart with, but like I think that's just part of life, and it's part of like, especially finishing high school, like friends will come and go, family will forever, and that's it. When I say losing friends, it's just more like I think I'm coming to a realization of like friends kind of have a time and a place, and I had my time and a place with my friends, and just as of now it's like I hope the best for them. I hope that they're gonna continue to prosper in their own lives, but like I just think we're going different directions, and that's 100% okay, because that's exactly like, why force anything that's not supposed to be happening? So I'm just going about my own life and doing the best that I can, and God's gonna put in or take out anyone that needs to be there. That's my mentality, and it's been working for me, and so I'm gonna continue to think like that. Fashion plans. I'm making a clothing line. I'm just gonna say it. No, like literally I'm making a clothing line right now, and it's so cool, and I'm so proud of what we're creating, and it's very baby right now. It's very tiny. It's a long process, but I'm hopefully gonna, I will. I'm going to create a clothing line where it's so wearable and so kosher to my modesty standards, but also just being cool and fashionable and accessible to everyone. So I'm just really stoked about it. I hope you guys are gonna get stoked about it. I can talk about it more when I like know more, but like right now I literally, like, it's so baby right now. It's little tiny baby Yoda. But I'm just so excited, and I feel so like it's such a full circle moment to like have a fashion channel and then like come out with your own clothing. Like, I'm gonna be making fashion videos and I'm gonna be wearing my own stuff, and like that makes me very, very excited. I start crying. I'm like, I know, you can buy videos from him on Cameo. Indie Blue did it, and he's like, Indie Blue, he's like, I love you, and he starts rubbing his belly. This morning, like, I went and I ran on the trail. I watched the movie Breathe, and if you guys haven't seen it, it's with Andrew Garfield, and it's a really, really good movie. But like, I was just running on the treadmill this morning, and I was thinking about the fact that like I have like a body to take care of, and like that's something like I was talking about earlier. Like, you guys asked me how I was doing, and I was just like, I'm just grateful. Like, this is an example of that, and I was running on the treadmill this morning, and I felt grateful that I even had a body that I have like the ability to take care of, and I'm able to take care of myself like that. If you watch the Breathe movie with Andrew Garfield, you'll know what I'm talking about. But like, basically has polio and gets diagnosed with polio and becomes paralyzed from like the neck down, but he's still mentally there, and like it's like the movie's about his life, and it's based on a true story. But like, I just feel very fortunate each day for the abilities that I have and for the knowledge and resources that I have, and I'm just grateful for you guys, and there's just so much to be happy and have gratitude for. So, but just like in the newest video that I'd uploaded, the house shopping at 17 years old, a lot of the comments were pretty much just like, holy cow, like I'm 25 and I haven't moved out yet, or it's a lot of comparison was happening in the comments, which makes me sad, and or just a lot of comments were like, do you realize how unnormal this is to be moving out at such a young age, or how fortunate you are? And to answer that question, yes, like I'm aware of how crazy and surreal this like a situation that I'm in, and how fortunate I am. Also another thing is too, like, and for all the people that were comparing their lives to mine, like everyone has such a different journey and such a different path, and whether you move out at 29 or 19, like that is, everyone's gonna have a different path. So it's like comparing yours to someone else's isn't gonna further yours own success or progress. Sorry guys, I was ugly throughout the entire video. And then I took out my hair. Should we just refilm the video? See, and now I'm pepping up. We need to film like for a solid hour before we actually film. I could have done my makeup in easy 4 minutes, but okay, well, haven't showered my hair in a few days, but that's okay. It's alright in case. Okay, so I am done with my makeup now, and I'm gonna answer the last question most of the questions were honestly about this, and it's about college. So, my college plans are this. I applied to BYU. The secret's out. I applied to BYU back in November. I made it to the priority deadline, which basically means like that it was early registration, and when you do that, they give your application a little bit more consideration for the submission process. So I submitted it for the early application deadline, which was November 1st, and I don't find out if I get in or not until February 15th, I think. I don't know if I'm gonna get in. I'm telling you, honestly, I wasn't planning on telling you guys until I knew whether or not, but honestly, that's just part of life. Sometimes you get rejected, sometimes you get accepted. It happens. So, especially being a religious school. So if you guys don't know what BYU is, it's Brigham Young University, and it's a religious school. So especially being a religious school, I'm just like, if God needs me there at BYU, then like I'll get accepted. I'll be there. I did my best with the application process. I've done everything that I can to get in, but if I don't, then that's totally okay too. So if I do get accepted, then I'd be going for fall of 2021, and BYU is just in Provo, so like especially if I were moving out, I'd be near campus. It would just all work out together. And it's close to home too, so literally I'm hoping I get in, but at the same time my mentality with college is like I have a lot of opportunities right now, and like college is always going to be there, so I'm just kind of running with my opportunities, and then if college happens to come into play with that, because I think education is so important, but it's just more about timing for me right now. That's my college plans and goals. Don't know what I'd be majoring in right now. It's so undecided. I've thought about business before, but at the same time I'm so involved with business right now that it's like, why would I go pursue that for like an education wise, because I feel like I already am so heavily involved with it. I don't know, it's so up in the air, but if I were to be attending college in the fall, I would just be getting my generals done. So I'm just telling you guys everything. On the ACT, I took an ACT prep class, but that did not help at all because I had some of my best friends in that class, and so we just talked the entire time. And then I probably studied for like 3 days, and then I gave up. I lost so much motivation to take the ACT because I was planning on taking it back in March, and the way with COVID and just timing and scheduling, I wasn't able to take it till October. So I ended up getting a 23 on the ACT, which is like, it's not good. It's honestly such an average score. I also feel like the ACT is an awful way to measure someone's intelligence because test taking is just not everyone's forte. And sitting at a desk for 5 hours taking a test is not really a great cohesive environment for scoring well, at least for me personally. So we will see if I get in or not. Who knows? Yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time watching, came to know me a little bit more, came to know everything. I'm always so awkward when I first start filming, and then by then, like, I stop caring. And that's like, you saw that progression throughout this video. So yeah, I think that's it for today's video. So thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys in my next one. Let me know what type of videos you want to see from me this year. I'm planning on doing some more fashion videos, so get excited for that. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!